Hello people, this is Indevil, welcome to Roguetech. A few things before we get going. This is actually the third time I'm recording this. There's some weird thing happening with the mission I'm taking. But it's very good salvage and I very much want to go there. So we'll be just okay. For some reason we have access to the Liaobag market as well. That's something I wanted to say. We're just... No, we don't take this. Sorry, as I was saying, something is happening with the mission we're going to. Okay, these people actually have interesting things. Just let me take a look because this is actually amazing. Looks like the Liaobag market has everything from a Raxila hunt as well. Oh well. Well, it isn't that interesting, but still. So there's something happening with the mission we're going now. Usually it's a crash on the very late stages, so I've already done this quite a few times. Because we're building stuff now, I'm just going to sell a bit before we get going, because I really don't want to get caught with no funds. It's not that we don't have funds per se, we still have some 30 millions, but apparently there's no Comster planets last I checked, so we have to be very wary, and when we have access to a market just like now, we should really be clearing house, because, well, we really want to keep going here, and hunting super heavies and building them doesn't come cheap, so we actually have to be aware that whenever we are between missions, if we have access to, we really should be selling stuff. It's not what I'd like. I'd much rather sell on a Comster planet, but as I said, we just really aren't seeing them lately, so yeah, it's bad, but it's what it is. So we're just selling some stuff before we get going, and after that I'm going to take the same mission again, because as I said, that mission we're going to has been filled with excitement both times we went there, so just hoping this time it doesn't crash on us again. That being said, what I'm probably going to do is just make a cut before we get there, and selling the regular heatsinks because we have radicals afterwards. Get there, make a little stop, just release this one as cautionary tale, and if you don't get the second chapter today, just means the mission is bugged and I haven't had time to do it again, because we're running on a timer here and I'm actually recording this on the very morning of Tuesday on the wee hours, so I've tried and it just the first time I said okay, it's nothing, it's just a crash, but now I'm just starting to worry that there's something with the mission, so it's this one, I think. Yeah, that's an attack and defend. Not attack and defend, sorry. Target acquisition with 7 out of 30 win. We're going against Diamond. Hopefully it's as good as it was. So, rescue expedition. That's a bit of reputation, a bit of morale. And we actually got Medbay 2, so we're going for Medbay 3. I know it's expensive, but at this point we have nothing else to do here. We have the monies, so there's it. Just let me check. At this point, I think we're stashing the Warhammer. No, this thing has an Excel built in. We have some tough decisions to make. That's also a thing I wanted to throw out. If you haven't taken a look at the last 2 missions, please go now and enjoy them. We just went against Ragzilas and even managed to get one out of the a full Ragzilla out of the last 2 missions, so that's something. You're very much wrecked from the last mission, but it was only a double hit sync and a bit of repair, so we can fix that quickly. As I said, the last 2 missions have been a bit crazy, so if you actually haven't looked at them, just go there. But the other thing I'm just wondering is we have quite some mechs stored. We have a Leviathan, we have a Mad Dog, a Vulture, sorry, somewhere. Yeah, the Mad Dog, and we have the Black Widow Warhammer. The Black Widow Warhammer is actually quite better than the Warhammer we have, but to play it we have to actually invest some 3 million to get it. But it's actually a very good thing to have. We're just putting this and we're just there. It's how many days of trouble? 8 days. So yeah, at this point we're putting the Ragzilla up. I think we don't have any other crits from the last mission. And we have all these mechs in storage. We're probably never gonna play them, because having the Ragzilla 2 actually means... let me take a look at the Bounty Hunter. Actually looks, if we're ever fielding a 3rd super heavy, I probably want an Orca instead of a regular Leviathan. That being said, it's quite a task to actually think about selling all this. That's where we have all the upper recoil pluses, so I'll have to bear in mind for when we get the Ragzilla 2 out of repairs. My question is, looks like there's no Comstar planets, as I said earlier. So it's actually problematic to... not yet, because we're making a hard save here before getting into the mission. No Comstar planets, no access to Comstar markets and online markets. So we're going to be struggling with money in the long run. We're actually never going to build the Leviathan, the regular one, and we probably need to sell the spare mechs we have. So the question is, what would you guys do? Do we break our alliance with Comstar and try to ally with someone else and get access to their market and sell for more? Or do we just sell the mechs we have in storage, perhaps even the Warhammer 6K, because this thing actually has no way into our lands right now. Just some random thoughts as I'm getting ready to get into a mission. And as I said, sorry about this being just, I guess, 15 minutes, not even that, it's just 10 minutes since we started. But as I said, it's the third time I'm recording this mission, so I'm just going to make a small cut here, release this one as an intermission, and if you see the mission later on, it means the mission isn't bugged. If you don't see it, it means I've run into the same crash again, and I really must think what to do here. So I guess that's why I wanted to make this just very short video here. What do you think about the questions? What do we do with our Comster Alliance? Because we actually have no Comster planets around. This Comster is actually almost blown out of existence right now. Sorry. So there you see it. We have some presence, but there's actually no Comster planet. So I'm just asking you, what would you do? Before we end, just remind you that if you haven't seen the last 2 chapters, you really should be going there. These are 2 super heavy missions. We went against Rexilis. You would very much enjoy them. So anyway, making the hard cut here, releasing this small video just as a warning that we might not have a mission today because reasons. If it bugs again, I'm probably not having any time at all to just re-record this. So thank you very much, and I hope you'll be seeing a second video today, but just in case.